Hello, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Alyssa and today we're going to talk about my nails and what I've been doing with them recently. And I'm also going to maybe organize my nail box a little bit just because as I use the different polishes and move them around, they can get a little bit out of order. And then also I had picked a row of polishes I wanted to focus on, either just wanted to get some uses on them or just felt like it was seasonal or I was excited to use them, just something. And so I might want to put those back into their regular spots and pull out some other ones. So if you want to kind of organize and see all the different manicures that I've been posting recently, then please keep watching. So I have been trying to record each manicure. There's always a chance that I've missed one. And sometimes like if I wait too long, then I did this one last night and I already have chips happening because that's my life. So, there's that. I usually try to film this hand because it gets chips not as, often, but if I didn't do a great job doing this hand, then, that's what we got. So I'm going to go through, I'll have the different videos playing on the screen as well, so just so I can refresh my memory. The first one is actually what I'm wearing right now. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull out the polishes, do a little talk, and sometimes I might not remember stuff, so I'll do my best. So for this one, I actually did this because I had done it on my toes and I really liked it and I wanted to be able to have it closer to my face. So I started with this shade from Orly, which is Freudian Flip, and then I topped it with from Emily DeMott. I did 2 coats of this and I did 1 coat of Ugly Mood, and so I got this very shifty. And then I'm kind of regretting that I did it on the one finger. I'm glad I only did it on one. I wanted to see how it would look to put this other Emily DeMolly, which is Pinky Swear, on top, and it just kind of made the rest of it, I don't know, cloudy almost. So I wouldn't do that again. I guess I'll know that this would do better over lighter polishes maybe? I don't know, but I feel like I've done it over dark. Maybe it was just too much, I guess because I had a lot of sparkle and it kind of muted it. So maybe that's kind of the issue. So, it's fine. Now, the next one, I am almost positive that I started with this pink called Meet Cute. And then I believe, well, at least some of the fingers, the non-stamped ones for sure, but it might have been all of them, to be honest. I put this Holo Taco Aurora Unicorn Skin on top. And so that was kind of a fun, it's just looking very hot pink. And I was trying to think, no, that was, oh, wait. So on one hand, I did this and this, and then I used my silver stamping polish, which is this one from Moira, just called Silver. And then on the other hand, I used this, but I topped it with, now that's the question. It might have been this. I was using this a bunch from Bee's Knees, which is Hold Your Breath Until I Call. Or it was some other sparkle. Like it might have been, I know I was using this some too. So this is Ephemeral. So I know I used this at some point. Maybe not there. And then I did black for the stamping. So that's just my Wet n Wild. Where are you? There you are. Just this one, which is in like Ebony, I think. Ebony Hates Chris. That's right. You have to have a joke. Okay. Well, if I struggled that much, these are going to be even harder, I feel like. Okay. So then I'm not sure what inspired me exactly. Oh, I know I wanted to try making pastel colors. And so I was like, well, what would I want to make pastel? And I was like, well, my orange and my green could be fun. And then I decided to do both of them. So I mixed them with white just on, you can actually see. Yeah, so I did mix the pink with white for something. Oh, that's a different one. Got it. Okay. So I mixed them and then put them on. And then I did use different toppers. So can I remember what toppers? Okay, on my thumb, I know I used this one from Emily Damali, which is Waiting for the Sun. Oh, sorry, my orange polish is just from Essie. You can't get this anymore. The green is from Pacifica, and this is Green Goddess. So let's see. So this was on my thumb, all right, and I said that one. But I feel like I had also put this ephemeral was like the base, and then I went with that as well. And then I think, oh, I definitely did this on the middle one, and I did more layers of it so that it became more like very gold. It almost kind of gave me a bit of yellow since I don't have a yellow anymore. And then the other part was, was it this one? That's the best my memory can do for that one. Okay, this one, I did mix. See, look, now this is what they're gonna get all messy trying to put these back in. Okay, I did mix the pink with, oh, and I didn't say which white. So this is my white. This is called Point Blanche. So I mixed it to get that pale pink. And then for the tip, I used this nail polish from Emily Damali, Perfect Score. And then for the other fingers, I'm trying to, it was, I know I used The Ones Who Live, but I put it over something. What did I put it over? No, that was the base. And then on top, I did a little bit of this, the ephemeral. Yes, I did that. I definitely used this gold, which is One Night Sand from KB Shimmer, on the pointer and ring. I also used a little bit of it over, I want to say I did multiple coats of this from Nailtopia, which is Nails on Fleek. But I might have put this over something. And I'm like, I might have put over 40 and Flip. It's possible. I just don't remember exactly. And then that flaky one. Oh, you know what? I might have used this in that green manicure over top of things because this was the flaky. I think with the orange and green, this might have been used. So sorry, this is called Frozen Lights from Emily Damali. But I definitely used this on the pinky finger. So, and I layered it up. We're really testing my memory here. I, again, am fairly certain that I use the Ones Who Live. Just for my middle finger and pinky, I'm pretty sure I used The Ones Who Live. And then I did black with my Aurora Unicorn Skin. I think, was it black? Oh, no, it wasn't. It was a shifty. That's right. Well, I did use the black underneath, but then I put the Many Moons, from Cadillacquer on top of the black. And then did a little bit of this. That's what it was. This one, I used this, and I'm pretty sure I layered it over something. I'm pretty sure I layered it over something darker, and I'm sorry, I cannot remember exactly what I layered it over. It might have been this purple that is technically a shifty, it's a thermal shade. It's Love is a Mystery. So it might have been that. And then for the green, I definitely used, again, this green, and this was this one from Beeswax, the Chaos one. Because this has this extra sparkly stuff that I like. I don't know if this is I need to look up and see if this is the reflective glitter that people talk about or not. I'm not sure. And the final one here was, I was just kind of going over, my thumb was from Cleona Cosmetics. It was Forge. So this was on my thumb. And then I believe I used it as the base and then put this on top for the pointer and ring finger. And then for the other two fingers, I used, let's see, this is called Guardian Spirit. And I know I had something underneath and I put this on top. This might have been over top of the one I just showed you. It is possible. I don't know, I did something where I just kind of covered up because I do like to do that sometimes because it's just faster than, I'm just not always in the mood to take off the nail polish, or maybe I just need it to last for like one more day. Because when I put a layer over, it doesn't last as long as the initial. And I already told you my manicures don't last very long. So, you know. I'm sorry, no, they do last long, but they last long when I'm about to travel and I'm planning on taking off the nail polish. Go figure. So, all right, now I want to go through and pick out the different ones that I want to use, you know, like just coming up, and, you know, sort these out so that they're easy to find for the next manicures. All right, I'm going to start by pulling out kind of the more special ones. So like my topper, my stamping one, I count that as, you know, kind of special. And then I'm trying to think, what am I feel like I had this one just put away and that I was bringing it out a bunch, and I want to kind of stick with that. That was really fun. What else? Oh, I've been wanting to maybe try to finish this polish up. Same with Hidden Potential. You know what? This might have been what was under this one. There's a good chance of that, actually. But yeah, this is one. I'm also kind of feeling like a magnetic. Let's see. How are you holding up? This might need some more thinner. If I shake it, it goes when I shake it, so that's okay. But maybe this one. I feel like we're looking very moody right now. All right, what other ones am I thinking about? I'm always interested in pulling in the thermals just because I know that they are going to go off at some point. Oh, this one I was thinking of. So this is another magnetic, and again, we're still going kind of dark here, but I guess I'm feeling dark. Wait, this one's looking odd. Weird. I wonder if I need to just mix it up. I might want to get some uses on this because I'm not sure why, like there's a bit of a color difference here. So if I need to do anything about that. And let me just see. What would be kind of fun to brighten this up a bit? And I mean, I can just also pull from the others. It's not like I'm limited to these. I am kind of wanting to get more use in this. This is another thermal, and I had it in the front here, and I was using it some, but I still kind of want to. Ooh, that looks pretty. I like seeing those together. Okay. This might be my front row. You know, actually this topper from Emily DeMolly, I was thinking about how I was so excited for it, but then I feel like I haven't actually worn it enough. And then this from Hollow Taco maybe would also be kind of fun to bring in. I'm also wondering if I need to be done with this silver. It was getting pretty thick and not fun to use. So I feel like I should use this at least once to, you know, figure that out. Okay, that might be too much for this front row, so we'll see. And I feel like I still want to kind of stick with my color order in here, but some of it needs to change. So let me just take all of this out. Okay, so I have, so it's like, that fits nicely. And then I can kind of come around with purple because I had like my orange to pink. All right, and then I'm going to bring my purples in here. Shifty one. Oh, well, this is technically kind of it's kind of pink, but it's also more metallic. So maybe I'll just keep it with the gold. All right, and then purpley blue, blues. Then we'll start doing into green. And, oh, more green. I'm gonna go into my gold, bronzy metal things. Let's see, and then we've got, do that. All right, and then if I put these to kind of finish that row out, and then I think I can fit all of these here, or close to it. Okay, so I'm happy with this. This will be exciting to see how I work these in, you know, and if I need to, if I can finish anything off, because the Kibi Shimmers are some of the oldest ones in here, so, you know, that's fine. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed watching this. Thank you for joining me. Until my next video, I hope you'll be doing well, and I'll see you then. Bye! For the index? No, what do you call it?